Rob!
Oh, no, not again, not again!
So, Rob, we meet again.
The hell are you doing?
Do you know how long it's taken me to find you, Rob?
How do you want? Let me go!
Rob, I think it's time we need to watch a film so spectacular how bad it is, it'll make your head explode.
No! I'm done with watching films with you! You freak!
How much can a wood, chop wood, chop wood, chop flesh, chop wood? That's right, Rob. We're gonna review Woodchipper Massacre! The cult classic by director John McBride, who would later go on to star in the feeder films and some other actors who didn't act again, but truly a masterpiece in filmmaking, made on a budget of $400.
It shows!
Are you ready to experience the glory?
No!
Okay!
Better get it over with!
The film is based on the fact that 75,000 people that year were killed by family members in the United States, and 1 in 10 of those murders were never solved and written off as unexplained.
Yeah, but most of them weren't done with a woodchipper by morons who can't act!
Now you're in the spirit!
You're right. The story shows George Bush's love child with Casey Kasem, who has 3 kids. John, played by John McBride, Denise, played by Denise Ideal, and Tom, played by Tom Casiello. Fucking genius character writing!
I know, fantastic, isn't it? But then again, considering that John McBride is also the director and the writer and apparently one of the composers for the film, no surprise right there.
Don't mention it!
But he has to go to a work conference, and despite John being in college, decides he needs a babysitter.
Even without John, Denise clearly looks old enough to look after the little shit. The film's whole premise makes no sense.
But he did get his sister to watch him. Aunt Tess, played by...
Oh, let me guess. Is her name Tess by any chance?
Actually, no. It's some relative of John, Patricia McBride.
Oh, that's alright.
Alright.
But my god, this is the most over-the-top, cartoonishly evil woman in the history of the world. He would have been safer asking Miss Trunchbull, Cruella de Vil to watch them.
But after Tom gets a knife in the mail, she tries to take it off him, leading to her accidental death. They use the woodchipper to dispose of the body.
Unfortunately, her son Kim shows up, played by Kim Bailey. The creativity is fucking amazing.
There you go.
You want some acid or something?
You'd better enjoy it while you can.
But what a surprise, he's a douchebag, so they butcher him as well, and well, we'll get to the ending later.
But look at how the film starts. It's treated all intense. Look at all these tools that will never be used in the entire movie. Did Tim Allen direct this?
We even get shots of chainsaws. It's not a chainsaw massacre.
You're kidding!
And the only thing more annoying is the reminder of how shitty the audio was from 1980s video cameras. My ears are bleeding!
So why are we watching it?
Because it's magnificent.
What?
Okay.
But wow, John really wants to show off his tools and woodchipper. Look at how many panning and establishing shots there are. We get it! Move on!
This is one heavy-duty piece of machinery, but I need all the work done by Sunday night. It's only rented for the weekend, and I told the guy at the store he'd have it back first thing Monday morning.
You know, that's not actually a joke. It is the case for the movie as well.
Well, it's quite impressive to see how quickly they made the movie.
No, it's not!
I'm sorry I can't be around this weekend to give you a hand, but I just can't get out of this business trip. Besides, I know I can count on you to keep things running smoothly.
Yeah, sure. Listen, don't worry about anything. It's just for the weekend. Besides, what could happen?
Now, you may believe that they're only shouting because of the sounds of the woodchipper.
But nope.
They do it for the entire movie! Why would you keep shouting when someone is right next to you?
Oh, I'm so glad this week is over.
They're right next to each other. Why are they shouting at each other? But after that, we get a completely pointless transition sequence of George Kasem waiting at the train station for Aunt Bitch. Why is this here?
Because then we get to see him drive Aunt Bitch home. What was the point in that. We get a long sequence of him driving away, then the kids fart ass about, and then he walks around. It's all filler. You know, there are other ways to show passages of time.
Oh, and when he drops her off, we then get a long shot of him driving away. We don't have to see everything.
Oh, and the film also constantly tells us the time. For no reason. It's literally completely pointless and it doesn't change a damn thing.
Let us be grateful for this glorious meal that has been set before us.
Stop fucking shouting!
Just calm down.
This movie's dog shit, alright?
Nonsense.
Look, I understand that this was the 80s and video equipment was expensive and hard to come by back then, especially considering that it was only used for wedding videos and home videos. But you can tell they're shouting because of the awful audio, so that makes it even more unbearable. But Aunt Tess sees them watching a horror movie and freaks out, believing they'll become serial killers or something.
Aunt Tess, a lot of my friends like horror movies, and I can personally vouch for them when I say that not one of them has ever turned into a sniper or killed a baby.
This movie is deep, and it has a very thoughtful message.
Do you like this film or not?
Yes.
I do not appreciate your tone, John. Nor do I appreciate your taste in films.
So, horror movie fans made a horror movie to honour other horror movie fans. And they're trying to say, you know, horror movies don't turn horror movie fans into serial killers, so they therefore made a horror movie where horror movie fans become serial killers!
Yes.
Why did you bring this film into my life?
But it's still gross. Oh, stop that. Just reach in there and pull it out.
She's gonna put it out.
Like, pull it out.
No, you son of a bitch!
Oh well, have another montage of the mail being delivered.
Once Aunt Tess dies, don't worry, we'll go over the details more later, the scene just drags. They just keep yelling at each other. Stop it!
It'll be really embarrassing having a brother who's executed. Of course, then maybe we could go on a talk show or something.
Okay, that was funny.
Not the police!
Alright.
How would the police know?
Come on, that was funny!
No! It's fucking stupid!
That's why it's funny!
Dumbest killers ever!
This movie might be better than I thought. But then their dad rings them up and... Who talks this way?
Can I talk to Aunt Tess?
No.
Why not?
Well, the truth of the matter is, she's just dead.
Ah, taking a nap, huh? Is John there?
Is pacing there?
Oh, wait a minute! This isn't gonna work! She's too soft! You can only run hard things through this!
Human bones aren't hard?
But when they get rid of the corpse, we don't even see any of the blood. Why make a movie with Massacre in the title if you're not gonna show any of the blood?
And I love how casual they act with this whole situation, but it only makes it funnier.
John, this accident, it doesn't mean that we're gonna start killing people everywhere, does it?
Why would you even ask that unless you were in fact planning to?
Because then it cuts to fucking birds with pleasant Disney music.
You know, Denise, I had some really scary dreams last night. Really? What about?
Stop yelling at each other! You're right next to each other! Stop shouting!
And once Kim the cousin shows up, we get another subplot where he owes money. And I think we're meant to feel sorry for him. But as we'll go over later, he's a complete arsehole, so that doesn't even work.
He spots his mum's ring on the counter still, but this was left like the previous day and it's been cleaned since. How's it not been moved since?
This ought to get me a couple of $100 easy.
You mean you're gonna sell it?
That's literally what he just said.
What the hell gave you that idea, kid? Of course I'm not gonna sell it.
You just fucking said it!
If you don't leave, I'll have to call the police, and I'll have them come and escort you off our property. You are trespassing, you know.
You just let him in.
But we do have some stuff that you could sell to make a bundle.
Yeah? Like what?
Stop fucking yelling!
Kim's car is still in the driveway. That's right.
We gotta get rid of it. I'll tell you what. I'll take it and I'll drive it to the airport.
Okay.
And leave it in the parking lot there.
All right, here.
Why not drive it a few streets away? No one's gonna notice it. And of course, we get a cleaning montage. It's the 80s, it has to be done.
I am the luckiest father in the world to have such great kids as you. And Tom, you showed a great deal of responsibility by helping John without being asked.
How do you know he did it without being asked?
Wait, 3 composers made music for this. It sounds like some Nickelodeon show out the 90s.
Just listen to the opening credits. The music is so weird. Would you ever suspect this is a damn horror movie?
Then it sounds like a rejected TV pilot.
Here, it's just a shot of the garage opening, but the music really doesn't fit. The dad heads off and the shot lasts forever, but the music is so happy. It's like something out of Lizzie McGuire.
Well, I think you're wrong. I think the stupid NES music really builds up the tension impeccably well.
Well, it's true, isn't it?
But my god, the scene never ends. We can't even see the car anymore and it's still going on.
We're only 11 minutes in and it's like they're trying to shove it down our throats that John knows how to play the piano. We get it. He composed the film. Move on. And you know what's the most bizarre part about this? Think about it. This is the only time we see John actually play the piano. And you know why I find that ironic? Because on the VHS and DVD cover of the movie, you see a bloody piano with the picture frame of the kids. So you would assume that there'll be a death scene with the piano, right? No. That's the only time you see the piano in the entire movie. So they deliberately lied to us.
Yeah, I suppose so.
But what's with the score here? Was the composer drunk?
Here, there's all this music, but then it goes silent, and then they drag Aunt Tess's body down the stairs and clearly mess it up and fall over. How did they even manage to keep that in the final film?
This is like that movie, Don't Tell Mum the Babysitter's Dead, but this came first, and it's a million times more shit.
It's a cinematic gem. You just don't appreciate its art.
I do.
You just said it sucked!
Aunt Tess is really like the mother of Shirley Phelps Roper. Immediately, she just insults the kids right in front of their father, and he doesn't do jack shit.
I mean, it's so over the top and cartoonishly stupid that I actually think it's quite funny. But my problem is, stop yelling every fucking line!
I haven't even been here 5 minutes, and already I've got to start feeding people.
You know, when I agreed to babysit them, I didn't expect to, I don't know, feed them.
Suppose I'll have to talk to them too.
Fuck, dump them up at the orphanage next. She really is like a ridiculous cartoon straight out of a melodramatic camp play.
Save us from the power of Satan and from the vile and evil thoughts that squirm, permeate, and gestate within our souls like maggots in a rotting and decomposing corpse.
Did they mention she's evil?
No, this is just clever foreshadowing. Great writing.
Whose side are you on? The thing is, she's so cartoony that I did find her funny at first, but now she's so painstakingly annoying, I can't stand the bitch. She's so irritating.
Melodramatic moody cow.
Where are you going?
Out. I have a date.
A date? With some cheap little floozy, I imagine.
You dirty git! You on a date with a girl, you pervert!
Your kidding. I am not kidding, John. I do not kid.
But I do fucking yell. I'm Aunt Tess. I'm a cartoon character who has to shake her head at every fucking line.
Oh really? Oh really? I'm Denise and I have to shout every fucking line!
Shut up, Denise. Just reach in and pull it out.
The other kids, there's really not a lot to them. Look at their faces as they're watching TV.
And I am not joking. They used the exact same shot twice, right after each other.
Tom looks like he's about to jizz and John just looks like he's about to die.
I want to die.
Also, he looks like he's kind of posing for a fashion magazine.
I was about to suggest that myself. You should get ready for bed. But it's only 9:30.
Mate, you're like 6. Go to bed.
But we never go to bed this early, especially not on weekends. Dad always lets us stay up until whenever we want.
Well, your father is not here now, is he? I am here.
Oh, just kill the bitch.
Push her in.
Gas mark to 10.
My God, Denise, don't you have the sense God gave a goose? If you can't do something right and take a little pride in it, then don't do it at all.
But you just yelled at her for not doing it at all.
Well, I think I've had enough fun for one night.
Tom starts doing what I believe is an air guitar, but he looks like he's having a damn seizure.
Hey, I'm free!
Jeez, what a space cadet.
Why do movies have such weird insults? You're a turkey.
Eat the bird, bitch.
Such a marshmallow.
Then Tom's knife appears and... Who acts this way?
Oh, wow, it finally came! It came!
Yeah, so did you. And then the bitch finally dies!
But look at this acting. Tom and Denise look like they're trying not to laugh, and the music makes it even funnier.
And the dialogue makes it quite possibly the worst death scene in movie history.
Look what you did!
Wow.
Oh my God, what'd you do?
What happened up here? Oh, wow.
Someone get these an Oscar.
Should I call 911? I've never had to call 911 before. My friendlies had to call last month when her mom started gagging and choking on a piece of melted cheese that was in her onion soup.
Oh, just shut up, Denise!
I don't know whether to laugh or cringe by this point.
Both?
Wow. This is really a bummer.
Truly genius dialogue.
Hello! Oh, hi, Mark. Fine, how are you? That's good. Really? Really?
This is some of the worst acting I have ever seen.
I gotta admit, she's got over this murder pretty quickly, which I guess is kind of funny and maybe the point.
But the acting's so bad.
Yeah, wait a minute, let me see. It's Mark Taylor! He wants to know if I can meet him at the movies in about half an hour. Could you join me?
No!
Okay, I'll give him that one.
Mark, sorry. Things are a little crazy in my house today.
We're filming a really shitty movie.
And that's when we're introduced to the evil cousin Kim, who even has an evil face. It's like if Johnny Rotten swallowed someone else who's nasty.
It's like if Johnny Rotten had a kid with Gene Wilder, and yet he's easily the best character in the film.
Is your Aunt Tess there?
Yeah, she's around.
Listen, there's really no sense in my talking to her.
So why did you even ask if she was around?
Did John even proofread this shit?
And I like how they had this whole elaborate plan. Oh yeah, we're just going to say Aunt Tess had to leave it because of an emergency. One thing comes up, they immediately throw out the plan. Brilliant!
Also, if Aunt Tess has a kid, why is she having a go at John for having a date.
What do you mean?
But Kim is so vulgar and over the top. He steals the show. He's great.
Where's that wimp brother of yours?
If you mean Johnny's downtown.
Do you have any other brother?
Also, take a shot every time Kim flips his hair around.
Well, enough of this small talk bullshit. I came to see Mom. Where is she?
You mean your mom?
Of course I mean my ma. Since your mom's dead, who the hell else would I be talking about?
He has a point.
Yeah.
What an intellect. Brains certainly does run in your family.
Well, we don't have any.
What, brains?
Let me tell you both something. Nobody fucks me over. Nobody! And if you tell anybody about this, I'll come back and get you. It may not be for a while. It may not be for a couple of years, but I'll get you.
Is this a slasher villain?
But he isn't that bright. I mean, they double bluff him to become interested in the Woodchipper, but they are so blatant about it. How the hell does he fall for it?
And also, Aunt Tess was an accident.
Bit harsh.
But now they're going out of their way to brutally murder people. These kids are seriously disturbed.
I mean, they convince Kim to look inside it, and that's when John returns home. Now, bear in mind that John has no idea why Kim is there, or that he's threatened anyone. I mean, yeah, he knocked him out a little while earlier because he was a pussy, but whatever. But then, without a second thought or moment of hesitation, he brutally murders his own cousin. What the hell?
Does 2 bodies really count as a massacre? Yes.
Wow. What a geek.
What? Honestly, some parts are so bad they're funny. The acting is awful, but kind of endearing and charming. The lines are clearly intentionally stupid, and the premise itself is obviously goofy on purpose. However, the cons really do outweigh it. The pacing is awful with shots that never end, yelling every line, and some of the goofiness is just so over the top it gives you a migraine. It's silly, annoying, and stupid, but I honestly want a sequel. I want to see more of this shit. It's a hit and miss, but mostly miss, but it strangely has me wanting more.
Woodchipper Massacre is a shining example of what happens when you get a complete shot-on-shittier experience like no other. Atrocious acting across the board, ridiculously out-of-place music which makes Last House on the Left sound threatening, piss-poor production values, and one disaster of a screenplay. This might as well rival Plan 9 from Outer Space, Troll 2, Manos the Hands of Fate, and Birdemic Shock and Terror as a true cinematic atom bomb of epic fail. Thank you, John McBride, for creating a pioneering achievement of cinema. Well, that was so much fun to do. I'll just watch another film with you. I'll just get the film.
I don't want to watch another film! You get back here! No!
Oi! Get back here, you bastard! You very naughty boy! What the fuck am I going to review now?